I am Beth Keener. This is Greer Howard. We are with the Local Lens, but we are partnering up today with Jeff and Jen with Star 94.1 to bring you the guys of Everybody Wants Some! Exclamation point! Exclamation point!
Two.
So today I'm with Tyler Hoechlin.
Yes.
Blake Jenner and Will Brittain.
Hey.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here, and we are so excited about your movie, Everybody Wants Some, and this is the spiritual sequel to Dazed and Confused, Richard Linklater's film that just had this incredible cult following. And I know that you guys were probably very, very young when Dazed and Confused came out, but when you found out that you were going to be a part of this film, what do you feel like you were the most looking forward to?
Working with Richard Linklater.
Yeah?
He's an incredible director, and at the time, Rick was up with Boyhood, with all of the magic surrounding that, so it was a really exciting time to be a part of the project in general, and then to just have Rick on top of that. It was like super cool. Yeah.
We heard the interview process or the auditioning process was grueling. Tell me about that, because I know he was very specific about each of your characters.
Well, I think, we all, for the most part, we went in and first audition was kind of like talking about yourself, like a little bit of an interview, like what you do on a day-to-day basis, what kind of person you are, then kind of being invited back, playing with some dialogue, and then we had to put some stuff on tape, like baseball stuff. And some of us, me included, I didn't play a lick of baseball like my whole life.
Who taped you?
Well, I had to go to the batting cages twice. My brothers helped me, and they weren't much help at all. So I had to go back with my friend who played growing up, and he was kind of coaching me, like on making contact with the ball and all that stuff. But I had like my family and my lady kind of coaching me throughout, getting ground balls and stuff.
My dad raised us chicks as dudes, so it was like athletic. So it's funny to I'm not laughing at you, but I'm just
no, I get it. No, you are.
It's funny to hear a dude go, well, I don't know, I didn't do it.
Well, I had played sports, but never baseball at all. So that was kind of like a new discovery for me.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of it, you guys are on a college baseball team. So Tyler, I know that you actually played collegiately.
I did.
So we know that you had some chops, and now Blake, you've already kind of acknowledged.
I've already released the Kraken.
Yeah. So, in your opinion, who has actually had the least chops in baseball?
Everybody stepped up really well because I think baseball is one of the hardest ones to fake, just because it's just like little subtle things that you notice. I mean, when you see someone kind of have a certain arm action, you're just like, that doesn't translate. Like that just doesn't work. So you can kind of pick it out really quick. But everybody worked their asses off to make it look good. So I think everybody did a really good job.
So, but when you talk about the wardrobe, think about it. There was the disco, there was the country, there was the punk, and then obviously you guys were in baseball attire as well. So did you guys have a favorite?
I loved my cutoff mesh jersey. That thing was so comfortable to lounge around in. I wouldn't mind having that.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Did you, as young men, do that to get chicks? Were you doing what these dudes were doing?
Tyler totally, he peacocks all the time. He's constantly peacocking, so he was right at home.
He was peacocking.
Anytime I hear one of them start their answer with, well, Tyler, I get really paranoid.
Well, because it's true.
You never know.
I love the camaraderie between everybody. It's in a way, it's such a dude movie because there's so much testosterone roaming around. But then Beth and I, we go to see it, and as chicks, we're like smiling ear to ear, loving it because you're laughing, going, guys are so funny.
So weird.
They're so weird.
It is a nice foray into the world of guys behind closed doors. And you see how ridiculous we are at all times.
Yeah. So I want to know, since you are ridiculous at all times, not on set, but off set, shenanigans, pranks going on, what was happening? Give us one.
We had one day at Rick's property where we were doing rehearsals, and we found this dead but very, very large spider. And Will was taking a nap, bare-chested, chest up, and the guy who plays Brumley, Tanner Kalina, he's the nicest guy in the world, takes the spider and goes and places it on his chest. And our other buddy Glenn, who plays Finnegan, was recording it. So he wakes up, sees the camera, looks down, sees this massive spider.
I'm terrified of spiders.
Absolutely loses his mind.
Terrified.
For about a good solid 5 seconds, and then looks at Tanner again. Could not harm a fly. And Will's like, that's a good way to get your ass whooped right there.
Yeah. Now, but there was no man-off competitions, because that's all you guys did during the movie. So nobody tried.
Everything was.
Yeah.
I mean, we would try to accomplish as a team, and you would spend 3 hours doing this thing where we threw a football back and forth while jumping into a pool to see if we could actually successfully throw it and pass it off before you hit the water to each guy.
Right.
And then throw it through an inner tube at the end.
Right.
And we spent 2-3 hours doing that.
Which we got it down.
And at the end of it, we did it. And we're like celebrating for 30 seconds. We're like, why did we just do that?
It's an hour.
3 hours doing absolutely nothing in reality.
Speaking of which, I want to hear Blake. I want to see as much of Rapper's Delight as you can remember. Can you do it?
We heard
totally.
Yeah.
Totally, but there's definitely a cutoff, but I can do it.
Hold on. We don't have 14 minutes.
Get a little beat
but,
for you.
you
No,
know,
I'm definitely not going to give you 14. Sure. I said a hip hop, a hip to the hip hop, and you don't stop. But welcome to the bang bang boogie. Say up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat. Now what you hear is not a test. I'm rapping to the beat. And me, the groove, and my friends are gonna try to move your feet. See, I am Wonder Mike, and I'd like to say hello to the red and the white, the red and the brown, the purple and yellow. But first, I gotta bang bang, a boogie to the boogie. Say jump the boogie to the bang bang boogie. Let's rock. You don't stop. Rock the rhythm that'll make your body rock. Now so fun. And that's it.
That was amazing.
We stay with it. Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
No, but another thing we had, speaking of competitions, we'd have rap battles.
These guys would do freestyle. And
yeah, me, Will, and Q. We would get to
Blake
Quinn.
and I like to freestyle a little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
We go strong.
One more thing before we go. Also, I want to talk a little bit about the mustaches. Okay. Because they're amazing. Now, unfortunately, Blake and Will, you didn't get to have one. But Tyler, that was real.
It was real.
Well, I can tell. I'm looking at you.
I mean, look at you. Yeah. So when you were kind of like walking around, off set, going to get dinner, hanging out at the mall, let's talk about that experience.
So the first month was interesting. At least it was Texas, so it fit in like a little bit more than I think it would have back home. And then eventually we actually made it into November, and so it was just we had the Movember excuse, which was great. Unfortunately, I had to take my passport photo to renew my passport while we were shooting. So for the next 10 years, I am
You're
going
to look
guy.
like a pedophile.
I am that guy. Yes, absolutely.
The awkward thing about that
I
is
used to go in and out of of customs when I would go in and out of the country, and no problem. Like, here it is, here's a picture, great, go in. Now it's like I always get to look at it, look at me, look back, and kind of like the squint. And do you have any other forms of ID? Because I'm like, it was November. I'm sorry, I was working, and so I have 10 years of that to deal with.
It's amazing. I hats off to you because that was really great. You're going to have to get to the airport early, though, from now on for the next 10 years.
Yes,
okay, so quick before we go, we're going to do just a little game. We've got 2 quick things to go through.
Okay.
So one, we're going to do a couple of Dazed and Confused quotes. So we're going to say the line, we're just going to leave one word out, and then you're going to fill in what the word is. And they're going to be, hopefully they'll be easy.
There's one I'm really hoping you're using.
But, okay, so here we go.
I'm watching you.
All right, you going first? You want me to go?
No, you go.
All right.
No.
All right.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the one. That was the one I was hoping. I'm like, I know that one.
Come on.
I know that one.
I'm going to let Greer.
Okay. That's what I love about these high school girls, man. I get older, they stay the same
age. Come on.
Yes. All right, finally. Say, man, you got a joint?
No, not on me, man.
You'd be a lot
Glue if you did.
Yeah.
Did you guys know Matthew McConaughey was in Dazed and Confused, or what?
Are you kidding? Of course.
All right, so the last thing that I really want, if you guys are up for it, and I heard through the grapevine that you guys are up for a lot of things. So I know that you had a grueling experience with learning these moves that are like 70s/80s.
Oh,
okay.
So I didn't know if you'd be willing
to whip it.
Show us a few moves.
Show us a little move or two.
And the winner of the competition has a prize.
Like a really sweet prize.
Yeah.
I'm forfeiting to Blake already.
Yeah.
We're the only 2 guys in the movie that don't dance.
Yeah, we're the 2 characters in the movie that
Did
don't
y'all go to
dance.
dance rehearsals?
You guys know. You guys do
fun.
know that, right? That we don't dance in the movie.
We don't dance.
So Will and Tyler, you don't want to partake.
All right, if you forfeit, then
because
we just give Blake a move.
Just give Blake a move.
All right,
I want to see Blake. I want to give Blake.
All right,
Blake,
Blake, I've got
Go
a song from the
Hang me out to
soundtrack
dry.
for you.
Some action.
Yeah, let's
You're
do
dancing
it.
by
Let's
yourself.
I mean, come on, you got the
Well, I think
Michael
we should
Jackson.
all
I mean,
help him out.
anything.
You know?
Yeah.
This is a hard song. All right.
Okay.
Do I just go from there?
You can go wherever you want.
Yeah, anywhere you
All
want.
right. I'm going to do it.
That's
I'm
it.
gonna go. This is the Breakfast Club.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the glide.
There it is.
Okay.
That's it.
And there you go, Blake Jen.
Yes. I love it.
Now, considering you definitely do need these, we brought you your own.
You have your own mustaches.
What?
All for you. All for you. Yep. Well, guys,
Bro,
Tyler, Blake, Will, thank you so much for being with us today. Everybody, make sure to check out Everybody Wants Some. It opens nationwide Friday, April 8th. Big thanks to the Jen and Jeff Show on Star 94.1. And thanks for having us. I'm Greer Howard.
I'm Beth Keener.
And we will see you soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.